Could it really be possible for you to get a ripped body you've always wanted while spending less time working out? Well, surprisingly, yes, this could be possible for you. I'm Mike Chain, and in this short video, I'm going to expose a simple and scientific proven X factor that will help you build more muscle and burn more fat while actually spending less time working out. But first, I have to warn you, this video might really just piss you off because although I'm going to show you the scientific proof that this X factor really does help you build more muscle, what I'm also going to tell you is probably not what you want to hear. So if you're not ready to hear the truth about what it really takes to get ripped, do not watch this video. Now, not only would I reveal the Rip Body X Factor in this video, I'll also reveal the shocking truth about bodybuilding supplements. See, I'll show you how some of the most popular bodybuilding supplements have actually been proven to produce almost no results. And I'll also show you the few supplements which are scientifically proven to be effective and which I personally use myself. Big supplement corporations hate me for making this video because I expose their dirty secrets and lies. In fact, there are actually a few major supplement corporations who are trying to get this video taken down right now. So watch this video all the way to the end before their lawyers force me to take it down. Okay, so now let's talk about you. Now, if you're watching this video right now, it's for one reason. You've been trying to lose fat, build muscle, or get six-pack abs, but you're not satisfied with the results you're getting from your efforts. Maybe you have some flab around your stomach that you need to lose, or maybe you're skinny and you're trying to build some muscle. Now, whatever shape you're in right now, you dream of having a lean, muscular, and ripped body. Now, you want the muscle that will make men respect you, and you want the defined abs that will get all the attention from beautiful women. And you probably imagine yourself with your ideal body before, and this dream was probably why you started working out in the first place. But I know from experience, it's way tougher to get ripped than it seems when you first started working out, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And I know that can be incredibly confusing trying to figure out what you need to focus on to get in shape when you're first starting off, or even if you've been exercising for years. I mean, it seems like there's like a million fitness gurus out there, and they all tell you to do a million different things. And the bad thing is that they all contradict each other. So here's what most guys think you need to do to get ripped like a fitness model. Obsess about your diet and spend your days counting calories and depriving yourself of food, right? Starvation. Spend lots of money on the right workout equipment, personal trainers, and gym membership. Eat tons of protein. And of course, spend lots and lots of time in the gym. I mean, most guys think that in order to get ripped, they need to work out like 2 to 3 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Or in other words, most guys believe that you basically need to spend the rest of your life in the gym in order to get ripped. Now, of course, you do need to spend some time working out to get in shape, and having the right diet and workout equipment will help also. But what most guys are shocked to learn is that none of these things are very important for getting ripped. See, while it may help a little, studies have shown that there is a little known X factor, which is far more important than any of all these things combined. See, scientists have discovered that guys using the X factor could do short workouts just a few times a week and they still got ripped. They didn't even count calories or obsess about their diet. Now, on the other hand, scientists have found that no matter how long you work out for and no matter how strict you are with your eating, you can never get ripped like a fitness model if your workouts are missing the X factor. Now, if you tried and failed to get ripped in the past, this could be the reason why. You worked hard and you did your best to do the things that you thought were important, but it didn't make much of a difference because you didn't have the X factor. Now, it's not your fault. I mean, after all, this is what all fitness gurus are telling you to do. But now you've found this video, things are going to be different for you. Because I'm going to reveal exactly what this X factor is and exactly how you can use it in your workouts to get ripped. Okay, this is what the X factor is. The X factor, the number one most important factor that will determine whether you get ripped or stay weak and flabby is your workout intensity. Now you're probably thinking, I work out hard enough. I mean, how can that be the problem? And it's true. See, if you took the time to educate yourself by watching this video, you probably do train much harder than the average guys. But what you may not understand about workout intensity is what a huge difference it really makes. See, believe it or not, it's literally the number one most important key to getting in shape. Now, it's more important than what equipment you use, what exercises you're doing, or even more important than that, how much time you're spending in the gym. But don't take my word for it. Here's what doctors and scientists are saying about the importance of workout intensity. Following baseline testing and familiarization with the training protocol, the participants were trained 3 times a week for 6 weeks. The high-intensity resistant training group experienced far greater strength gains than the low-intensity resistant training. Murat Karabulik, PhD. And here's something else that exercise physiologist Elizabeth Quinn wrote. When it comes to calorie burning during exercise, research shows that HIIT training, or short for high-intensity interval training, burn more calories than longer, lower-intensity aerobic workouts. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, not only are more calories burned in short, high-intensity exercises, but cardiovascular improvements happen faster with something as simple as a 30-second sprint workout than the long, steady endurance exercises. For example, a 154-pound person running at a pace of 8 miles per hour burned 320 calories in just 20 minutes. That same person walking at 3 miles per hour burns only 235 calories. Elizabeth Quinn, exercise physiologist. Now, this is what exercise scientist Arthur Jones wrote in the Colorado experiment. The growth of human muscle tissue is related to the intensity of exercise. Increases in strength and muscle mass are rapidly produced by very brief and infrequent training. If the intensity of exercise is high enough, increasing the amount of training is neither necessary nor desirable. Athletes have learned that they can produce far better results from much less training. But I repeat, the secret, if there is one, is high intensity. And when you are actually training with high intensity, you do not need a large amount of training. Exercise scientist Arthur Jones in the Colorado experiment. There are literally hundreds of other studies and quotes from scientists that I can show you, but the bottom line is this. Science has proven that your exercise intensity is extremely important for building muscle, losing fat, and getting six-pack abs. Now, doing short, extremely intense workouts is the key to getting ripped. And now you're smart enough to recognize that this is a proven scientific fact. But the problem is, doing ultra-high intensity workouts like these that researchers recommend is much easier said than actually done. See, the first problem is that while many guys accept that they need a workout with high intensity, they really have no idea what an extreme amount of intensity they need to use to get ripped fast. See, you probably have never trained hard enough to get ripped doing short 20-minute workouts. And what's more is that you probably don't even know anyone who trained this hard. I mean, here are a few clips from the gym of what I mean. Now, here's a clip of me doing deadlifts. And of course, now you don't have to lift as much weight as I am here, but you need to be lifting with that same all-out intensity. To build muscle fast, you need to be going hard enough to totally exhaust yourself by just doing 5 to 10 reps. Okay, so check out this clip of Dan doing M100s. Now you can see he's pushing himself and doing even more reps even though he's exhausted. And at the end, he's completely drained and out of breath. And the truth is that unless you look like this after doing your cardio, it's probably not that effective. Now, I know this probably isn't what you want to hear. You're probably saying, of course, it would be, better for me to get in shape if I could work out with this crazy intensity, but tell me something I don't know. And yes, it is common sense that working out harder produces better results, and it's very simple for most guys to understand. But what's much more difficult than understanding is actually using that type of intensity consistently in every single workout. Now, to be completely honest, up until recently, I still struggle with maintaining high workout intensity myself, especially when I'm working out alone. When nobody's watching, it's easy for me just to kind of go through the motion and not push myself to that maximum intensity, even though I know how incredibly important it is. Now, especially when I'm really tired, when I have a long day at work, or if I'm just feeling a little under the weather, and I'm sure you know how that is. Now, I've been working out for years before this, and when I first started off, I wasn't really in good shape. Pushing like this during a workout seemed like almost impossible. I spent way more workouts than I probably care to admit, just kind of going through the motion. I put a lot of time in the gym, but not pushing myself hard enough to get the results. The fact is that pushing yourself to the maximum intensity is very hard for normal guys like us, even when we know we should be doing it. Now, up until very recently, the only way to develop the high workout intensity that you need to get ripped was to consistently practice it in the gym for many years. It could only become automatically for you with lots of hard work, discipline, and patience. But I've discovered a trick that you can use to instantly and dramatically increase your workout intensity with almost no effort at all. And it's awesome if you're naturally lazy like me because it actually makes ultra intense workouts seem easy. And since it amps up your workout intensity, this trick helps you build more muscle and burn more fat with every single workout. And the best part is, using this trick only takes like 15 seconds before your workout. And I'll tell you more about this in just a minute. Now, for now, here's what you need to know. The fastest way to get ripped is by doing very short workouts with extremely high intensity, like the ones I showed you in that clip before. And it's not just scientific evidence. I mean, it's also just common sense. I mean, have you ever seen anyone who worked out as hard as I was in that clip that I showed you who wasn't in great shape? The fact is, the intensity you work out with is the #1 most important factor that will determine whether you get ripped or whether you stay weak and just flabby. See, more important than how much time you spend in the gym, more important than the exercises you're doing, and more important than the equipment that you're using. See, most guys dramatically underestimate the importance of intensity, so they don't push themselves in the gym and then they wonder why they don't get the results. But now you're smart enough to know better. You've now committed yourself to developing more intensity in the gym, which is the first step to getting the ripped body that you've always wanted. Now, that's the easy part, but let's get back to the hard part about getting more ripped with less gym time. Now, how do you actually push yourself that hard in the gym every workout? Well, let me tell you a little bit of story about how I discovered the key to making intense workouts easy. I can remember one day a few years ago, I was working out in my apartment complex gym and I was exhausted from a long day at the office and it seems almost impossible for me to push myself. And what made it even worse was that I was working out with my friend Clark, one of the most intense guys that I know. Now, he's a personal trainer himself and he's in killer shape. So here's what he looks like. Yeah, I mean, the guy's jacked, you know? And every time that Clark came to the gym, it seems like he could push himself to lift with insane intensity, almost effortless. And he never spent like a long time in the gym, but every time was very focused and he pushed himself to the max in every set. And you can see his results, you know, in that picture. And so I asked him, and I was like, Clark, you know, how do you do it, man? Like, how do you push yourself so hard every single time you lift? Like, do you ever get tired or do you ever feel like, you know, like you don't feel like working out? Now, Clark's one of the smartest trainers I know, and I assumed he probably has some complex diet trick or maybe some type of exercise strategy that he used to keep his intensity up like this. But what he actually told me was very simple, and I could barely even believe it. You know, he just laughed and he told me, he was like, no, man, you know, I just take this pre-workout supplement every time before I come to the gym. And I found, you know, that gives me like this really clean, focused energy. You know, that's why I push myself so crazy. But like, he's like telling me he doesn't even try. And this shocked me because I never really used pre-workout supplements before myself. And I thought that I didn't really even need supplements to get ripped. See, I've publicly even spoken against using supplements in the past. But Clark was in killer shape, and also he's a very smart trainer, so obviously these pre-workouts were working really well for him, so I decided to try pre-workout supplements myself and see what Clark was talking about. So I bought a whole bunch of pre-workouts, all the popular ones, and I started taking them before my workout. And Clark was right. You know, my pre-workouts gave me so much energy that after I took it, it was impossible for me not to work out. And it seems like it was really easy for me to push myself to the max, you know, during every single set because I had so much energy. You know, I was jacked. Now, even when I had a hard day at work or I didn't get like a good night's sleep the night before, I could still get a pretty killer workout. And because I was able to consistently push myself with every single workout, I was able to get in much better shape. You know, I built more muscle, I got leaner, I got more ripped, and my abs just got more defined. And all I did differently was spend 10 seconds drinking a pre-workout before I went to the gym. And although I got great results, I soon discovered, though, that there are a dark side to taking pre-workout supplements. Because even though they are the most powerful and the most effective type of supplement, they also have one of the worst side effects of any bodybuilding supplement I know of. Now, don't get me wrong, I do recommend that you start using a pre-workout, but I also want to make sure that you do it safely. So if you want to start using pre-workouts to get more ripped with less gym time, here are 5 simple rules to follow when buying pre-workout supplements. So make sure you follow these rules so that you don't buy something with horrible side effects. Okay, so pre-workout rule number 1. Avoid any pre-workout supplement with large amounts of caffeine. See, almost every pre-workout supplement has a massive amount of caffeine. Most have as much as 2 cups of coffee, and some have as much as 3, 4, or even 5 cups of coffee in a single serving. So why do supplement corporations load up their pre-workouts with so much caffeine? Simple. It gives you energy, and it's extremely cheap. And while this produces big profits for them, taking mega doses of caffeine produces terrible side effects in your body. See, as I found out for myself later on by taking all the popular ones. See, first off, drinking lots of caffeine causes insomnia. Now, especially if you don't work out first thing in the morning, you'll have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. Insomnia is when you can't sleep. And getting enough sleep is one of the most important factors in building muscle and losing fat. See, this one side effect alone is so awful, it's possible to cancel out all the gains that you get from pre-workouts just with this one alone if you suffer from it. Now, not only this, but caffeine gives you jitters, it makes you nervous, gives you unfocused energy, and I found that my hands were like shaking as I did the sets. And that was so hard for me to get good form if I'm all amped up. And you probably know using high intensity without good form is a surefire way to destroy your body with injuries. Another thing is large doses of caffeine can also cause dehydration. Again, this can go ahead and take away the performance during your workouts and cancel out any of the gains that you get from the pre-workout. And finally, the very worst aspect of caffeine-based pre-workouts is that your tolerance to them builds up super quick. So when you first start off using them, you'll be able to take a single serving and feel strong energy and little side effects. But once you've been using it for a few months, you'll need 2 to 3 servings to feel the same energy, which will cause the terrible side effects. Now, when it comes to caffeine, the devil is in the dose. See, in small amounts, it's beneficial, but in large amounts, the side effects become severe. If you drink coffee or energy drinks, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what I recommend is that you look for a pre-workout supplement which has only 150 milligrams of caffeine or less. See, it's about as much as an average cup of coffee. See, in that dose, the caffeine will still give you energy, especially when combined with more effective energy ingredients. But it won't be so much to where it dehydrates you, gets you all jittered up, or to where you can't sleep. Okay, so pre-workout rule number 2. Never buy a pre-workout that contains arginine. Now, arginine, sometimes called NO or nitric oxide, is in almost every popular pre-workout supplement. It's designed to give you that muscular pumps to increase the intensity of your workouts, and it helps you get ripped faster. Now, you probably heard about arginine before, but what you probably don't know is that it's actually a cheaper, weaker version of something that's much more effective. See, what most fitness models and bodybuilders use in their pre-workout supplements is a modified form of arginine, which has been proven to absorb a lot better and more effectively into your body, and it produces better workout results. And I'll tell you more about this modified arginine in just a minute, but for now, just remember that you need to avoid any pre-workout supplements that contain the standard arginine. Pre-workout rule number 3. Never buy a pre-workout that contains regular creatine. See, regular creatine, also called creatine monohydrate, does work, but the problem is that it doesn't absorb very well into your body unless you drink it with sugar. So this means that you either have to drink it without sugar and get minimal muscle building benefits, or swallow down hundreds of calories worth of sugar water a day and get fat. But like arginine, there has been more effective forms of creatine developed over the past few decades. Now, this creatine absorbs into your body without a huge amount of sugar, which is why most personal trainers recommend it. It's widely used by fitness models and athletes, but very few normal guys like us know about it. Now, I'll talk about this modified creatine more later, but for now, what you need to remember is that never buy any supplements that contain regular creatine. Okay, so pre-workout rule number 4. Never buy a pre-workout supplement that contains artificial sweeteners. See, almost all the pre-workout supplements contain aspartame or some similar artificial sweetener manufactured in a lab. The problem with this is that some scientific studies have shown that these artificial sweeteners can actually make you fatter than consuming regular sugar. Now, I know this may sound a bit backwards since, aspartame and other artificial sweeteners contain 0 calories. But instead of adding calories themselves, these artificial sweeteners trigger a chemical reaction in your brain, which stimulates your appetite to go up and causes you to consume more food than you need. In fact, some studies have shown that artificial sweeteners like aspartame can cause you to gain more fat than eating just regular sugar. Because of this, I recommend that you use a pre-workout that's sweetened with a natural 0-calorie sweetener, not aspartame. Okay, so pre-workout rule number 5. Always make sure your pre-workout supplement is tested for banned supplements. It is a shockingly common practice in the supplement industry for manufacturers to lace their products with illegal pro-hormones. So that means that if you take these supplements, you're basically taking steroids without knowing about it or consenting to it. Here are just a few of the side effects of steroids. Acne, gyno, or lack of better word, bitch tits, when guys have the tits, shrunken testicles, high blood pressure, heart problems, and an increased risk of prostate cancer. Can you imagine experiencing these horrible side effects from a pre-workout you buy in like a grocery store? It's possible, and it happens a lot more than you think. So because of this, you must make sure that your pre-workout and all the supplements that you take are tested to contain no banned supplements. So you should also make sure that you are only buying your supplements from a personal trainer that you trust, not from some big corporation that doesn't care about you. Okay, so now that you know how powerful and effective pre-workout supplements can be, and you know what you need to avoid when you're taking a pre-workout supplement, now let's talk about what you should look for when choosing a pre-workout. So first, you want to make sure that your pre-workout gives you a clean, focused, long-lasting energy with no crash. That means you should not be buying a cheap pre-workout that's just loaded up with caffeine. See, I discovered that there are ingredients that give you much better energy for your workouts than caffeine, and I'm going to talk about these in just a minute. Second, make sure that your pre-workout gives you a strong, long-lasting muscle pump. A muscle pump amps up your intensity for your workouts, and some research has shown that it even helps you build muscle and burn fat. Now, in my opinion, the best and longest lasting muscle pumps comes from supplements that use a modified form of arginine called AAKG. Now, I recommend using AAKG supplements only and avoiding all other arginine or nitric oxide supplements. Third, make sure that the creatine in your pre-workout is actually absorbed into your body. Now, remember, creatine monohydrate doesn't absorb effectively into your body unless you're consuming it with a lot of sugar. So I recommend using the modified form of creatine, which has been designed to absorb effectively into your body without requiring you to swallow down a whole bunch of sugar water before a workout. And I'll talk more about this modified form of creatine in just a minute. And finally, make sure that you are only buying a pre-workout supplement from someone that you trust. You should never buy supplements from a big global corporation because many of them load up their supplements with cheap, ineffective ingredients. Instead, you should be buying your supplements from a trainer who you personally know and trust. That's the way that pro bodybuilders and athletes do it, and that's the way that you should do it also. Okay, so now that you know what to look for when you're buying a pre-workout, but what pre-workouts out there will actually deliver all of this? Well, that's what I asked myself when I first started taking pre-workouts. And after reviewing the ingredients in hundreds of the most popular pre-workouts, honestly, I couldn't really find a single one that met all the criteria. While some of them were worse than others, all of them were lacking in some way. See, first off, the vast majority were loaded with mega doses of caffeine. Those that weren't almost always had cheap arginine and creatine, not the modified forms designed to be absorbed better into your body. And you know what? This really pissed me off. Yes, the cheap pre-workouts that you can buy in a grocery store can work to some degree, but I knew that a pre-workout with the right research-proven ingredients would be many times more effective. So I decided that I wasn't going to spend the rest of my life taking inferior pre-workouts because there was nothing else out there. So I decided that I was going to design and create my own pre-workout supplement, one that had the ingredients that I knew worked the best. And of course, this would take tons of work and cost tons of money, but I really didn't mind because I only wanted to make enough for myself and a few of my friends, and I knew that having the right pre-workout would make a huge difference in my body. So I spent months and months immersing myself in research. I poured through studies and academic articles on a quest to discover the perfect pre-workout formula. And every ingredient in it had to be proven to be effective, and it had to have zero or minimum side effects. And it took me a year to do all the research, but I finally perfected my formula. So here's what I decided to put in my pre-workout supplement. First off, it contains N-methylthyramine to give you energy and focus. See, N-methylthyramine is a little-known natural plant compound that stimulates your body's beta receptors. Now, these are receptors in your body that releases certain hormones that are critical for muscle building, fat loss, and high energy. See, N-methylthermine also causes glycogenesis and glucogenesis. So basically, in layman terms, that means that it gives you clean, focused, and long-lasting energy with no jitters or crash. Second, it contains an ingredient called methylxanthine to amplify the energy rush. This is basically caffeine that's been chemically coated so that it digests slower. And I believe that it results in a cleaner, more focused, and longer lasting energy than drinking coffee or energy drinks. See, one serving of my pre-workout only contains as much caffeine as 1 cup of coffee, much less than most of the pre-workouts. But don't be fooled. See, when combined with other energy-enhancing ingredients, that's enough to produce a powerful energy surge without the side effects of excess caffeine. Third, I included beta-alanine as my third intensity amplifier ingredient. See, beta-alanine is a naturally occurred amino acid. The reason why I included it in my formula is that it increases production of a substance known as carnosine in your body. And this has been scientifically proven to improve your workout intensity. According to scientific research, supplementation with beta-alanine has been shown to increase the concentration of carnosine in muscles, decrease fatigue in athletes, and increase total muscular work done. Beta-alanine supplementation augments muscle carnosine content and attenuates fatigue during repeated isokinetic contraction bouts in trained sprinters. Now, in my opinion, beta-alanine is one of the best energy-enhancing ingredients out there, and I made sure to include plenty of it in my pre-workout blend. Next, I included citrulline malate. Now, it's a substance that's naturally found in watermelons, which has been proven to increase workout intensity and decrease fatigue and soreness after your workout. See, a study at the University of Cordoba recently found that supplementing with citrulline malate helped men perform 52.92% more repetitions at the 80% of their predetermined 1 repetition maximum bench press weight, or basically their max. Now, the study also found that guys who took citrulline malate achieved a significant decrease of 40% in muscle soreness. So citrulline malate also has other benefits like improving blood flow through your muscles and improving muscle pumps. Now, I also included arginine alpha-ketoglutarate, or usually called AAKG, to further enhance your muscle pumps. Now, AAKG is used medically to treat kidney disease, stomach disorders, and cataracts, and even been proven to increase sexual energy. Now, the reason why I include AAKG in my pre-workout is because I believe it helps you build muscle. American Dietetic Association spokesperson Jim White explains it this way. Evidence also shows that AAKG stimulates protein synthesis, which helps the body build muscles and increase their size, strength, and endurance. It has also been found that by taking 10 to 15 grams of AAKG per day, the body's insulin levels increase by 20 to 30%, which in turn increases strength gains and muscle growths. How? AAKG increases nitric oxide production in blood vessels, increasing their diameter. This increases blood flow without raising blood pressure. When blood vessels dilate, more blood reaches the muscles and tissues and provides a larger amount of carbohydrates, protein, and various muscle-building hormones. Jim White, registered dietitian. So that quote pretty much sums it all up. I included a generous amount of AAKG in my supplement to make it more effective for generating muscle pumps and muscle growths. And finally, I included creatinoyl phosphate to further enhance the muscle building power with my supplement. Now, creatinoyl phosphate is similar to regular creatine, but with a few important differences. Now, first of all, it's designed to absorb into your body without requiring a ton of sugar like creatine does. And second, many of the world's most respected nutritional scientists believes that it produces better results than regular creatine does because it's absorbed into your body much more effectively. Now, Dr. Marv Hewer from Hewer MD Research explains it like this. Creatinoyl phosphate will help you perform better during your workouts and get that additional rep to build more muscle. By these mechanisms, creatinoyl phosphate allows athletes to work harder and longer. It tends to increase the endurance of athletes, letting them train beyond their usual limits. It helps muscles by prolonging the anaerobic glycosis even through lactic acid levels have risen because of intense activity. It allows your muscles to push to the limit and beyond. This helps you build bigger, leaner muscles. Okay, so now you know some of the key ingredients in the pre-workout I custom formulated for myself. I was thrilled with the results that I got with it. Every workout was super intense. I felt almost no side effects after taking it. And I shared the supplement with a few of my top clients, and they also got some killer results. Here, check out some of the videos that they posted on YouTube about it.
Mike, your Afterburn Fuel pre-workout is the best supplement I've ever taken. I mean, I worked out for years and years, and I could never get the muscular look that I've always wanted. I mean, I knew I had to make a change, but I had no idea how. So I went online to find other ways to help me get the body I've always searched for. Man, there was a bunch of different fitness programs online, but you know, your Afterburn Fuel and your Monster Mass program really caught my eye. I'm usually pretty skeptical when it comes to taking supplements and doing fitness programs online, but when I saw your 60-day money-back guarantee, I knew there was no reason not to try it. Your Monster Mass workout were hardcore, but with the help of Afterburn Fuel, I was able to roll right through it. And I couldn't believe how much bigger my muscles got and how much energy I was able to have during the entire workout. Hey, thanks again, Mike. And check out the photos I sent you so you can actually see how much I've grown.
Hey Mike, my name's Taylor. Just got out of the gym, so I thought I'd make a quick video for you. Just want to say this Afterburn Fuel that you have, man, it's awesome. I sent you some before and after pics. Check out my abs. I haven't seen my abs like this in about 7 years. It's been about since high school. Now after high school, I really put on some belly fat and I couldn't really see my abs. I mean, they completely disappeared. So I came across your YouTube videos one day and discovered that you had a pre-workout supplement that could help me lose belly fat and increase my energy in the gym. So you seem like a cool guy, so I ordered your Afterburn Fuel and I really started to work out again. It was unbelievable. Not only were my workouts a lot easier, but I could actually see my abs getting leaner and more ripped every day, as well as losing body fat. But I thought I was really never going to see my abs again. Your pre-workout supplement, Afterburn Fuel, and your workout programs, I mean, they really made a difference in my life. Mike, this is the best thing that I've really ever done for myself, and it's all thanks to you.
Hey Mike, it's Carlos. I'm here at work. I just want to make this quick video. Hopefully you got my before and after pictures. Ever since I started taking your Afterburn Fuel, I've been taking for about 6 months now, and holy shit, man, that stuff works really well. Yeah, I went from feeling weak all the time, a lot of fatigue, you know, a little bit overweight around the waistline, to feeling a lot more energized. You know, my pumps in the gym are great, and now I'm a lot more, you know, confident in taking my shirt off in public. Especially right now being summertime, you know, Afterburn Fuel has definitely changed my life, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, up until now, Afterburn Fuel has been one of my best kept secrets, and my top clients and I have gotten killer results from it, but I wasn't really interested in sharing the supplements with anyone else. That's because even though Afterburn Fuel was the best supplement I've ever taken, I'm a trainer first and foremost, and I wanted to focus on teaching my clients about exercising and how to eat right, and I thought I wouldn't have time to teach them about supplements as well. But here's what changed my mind though. Now if you trained with me before, you know that my workouts are designed to be very short and very intense. Now a few of my advanced clients were able to perform the workouts with full all-out intensity that was required for the fastest results. But to be honest with you, most of the clients couldn't sustain that type of extreme intensity with every single workout. Now when I shared Afterburn Fuel with my top clients, they told me that it made a huge difference in their workout intensity. So guys who struggle to push hard in the gym were suddenly able to go balls to the wall almost without effort. And even it works for older guys and guys who didn't have that much experience working out. And this translated into a huge muscle building and fat loss results. Now, these guys really urged me to make Afterburn Fuel available to all of my clients because it works so well for them. So that's why I decided to make a limited amount of Afterburn Fuel available to you for the first time. So by watching this video this far, you've earned the right to claim your Afterburn Fuel before it's all gone. Now, not only that, but I'll also give you a sweet discount since you showed me that you really are dedicated in getting in better shape. Now, I'll tell you more about that in just a minute, but first though, let me ask you something. Now, how much would it be worth to you to have access to Afterburn? Now remember, Afterburn Fuel can help make every workout more intense. The workout intensity is the #1 most important factor in building muscle, burning fat, and getting six-pack abs. Now I know that I gladly would pay over $500 a month for a month's supply when I first started off. And after all, it took me over a year and tens of thousands of dollars to develop the original formula of Afterburn Fuel. And it was such a powerful workout enhancer that I would consider it a bargain at $500. But I'm not going to charge you $500. I'm not even going to charge you $300. I'm not even going to charge you $200. In fact, if you claim your Afterburn Fuel now, you'll get a full month supply for just $67. If you like Afterburn Fuel and you decide you want to keep it, I'll automatically ship a new 30-day serving container to you every month just for your convenience. And you'll get locked in on that discount price of $67 for each month's supply. But if you try it out and it's not for you, you can easily cancel your shipments at any time. See, all you have to do is shoot me an email at mike@sixpackshortcuts.com or use the easy 2-click cancellation process on my client's site if you'd rather not get any more. The vast majority of my clients love getting Afterburn fuel in the mail every month though, which is why I offer this convenient monthly shipment program. Now, when you claim your Afterburn fuel discount, you won't just be getting a supplement. Remember, I'm a personal trainer who cares about your results, and I want you to have everything you need to succeed. So if you decide you want to give Afterburn fuel a try, I'll give you some of my best exercise and nutrition courses included for free. Now, these free bonuses are designed to amplify the results you get from Afterburn fuel. Here's what you get when you sign up. So first, you'll get the Zero Willpower Eating System. It gives you simple, effective eating strategies for getting ripped without dieting or starving yourself. In the Zero Willpower Eating System, you'll learn how to make healthy eating simple, convenient, and cheap. See, this will ensure that you consistently eat healthy so you can get a ripped body faster. You'll also learn eating strategies for building muscle fast. See, if you're a skinny guy who wants to bulk up, these videos will be exactly what you need. I'll also give you eating strategies for rapid fat loss. So if you want to shed your belly fat and get six-pack abs with Afterburn fuel, these eating tricks will help you get the body you want a lot faster. See, the Zero Willpower Eating System is my most popular diet course, and it normally costs $197. But if you claim it with your Afterburn fuel today, I'll give it to you for free. Not only this, but I'll also give you the Max Afterburn workout, a complete workout for my Insane Home Fat Loss system. It's a simple 20-minute bodyweight workout that you can do at home with no equipment to lose fat, build muscle, and get six-pack abs. See, if you're not working out right now, doing the Max Afterburn workout a few times a week will dramatically help your results with Afterburn fuel. And if you already have a workout routine, you can add the Max workout routine to it to get ripped even faster. You'll also get my ebook, The Top 10 Best and Worst Supplements. Now, this is one of my most controversial books I've ever written because it exposes the truth about some of the most popular supplements that you may be taking right now. So you'll learn which supplements to avoid because they aren't scientifically proven to help you get ripped. I'll also show you the 10 best supplements that I personally take in addition to Afterburn fuel. Now, I guarantee that these will really surprise you because a lot of them are little known and very cheap. But once you know about them, you'll know the best supplements to stack with your Afterburn fuel to achieve the best and fastest results. And here's the best part. You get instant access to your bonus training videos and ebook. See, once you sign up, you'll receive immediate access to my client's site where you can stream the videos from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. So you can also download high-definition copies permanently to your hard drive, burn them onto a DVD, or just put them in a tablet or a smartphone. So you can see, if you decide to try out Afterburn fuel, you don't just get a supplement. You get a complete nutrition, workout, and supplementation system that gives you everything you need to get ripped. So if you're wondering why I'm giving away my best training courses to everyone who gives Afterburn a try, well, that's because I'm not some big supplement corporation that doesn't care about you. I'm your trainer, your coach, and your friend. And even though you can get killer results just by adding Afterburn fuel to your current routine, I know that with the right training resources, you'll get ripped even faster. So to break it down, here's what you'll get when you decide to try Afterburn fuel. A 30-day supply of Afterburn fuel at $157 value, the Zero Willpower Eating System, $197 value, the Max Afterburn Workout, a $47 value, the Top 10 Best and Worst Supplements ebook, a $47 value. If you were to buy all this stuff separately, it would cost you $448. But while this discount lasts, you can get it all today for just $67. That's less than dinner for two at a nice restaurant. It's even less than a single hour of personal training with a clueless local personal trainer. And you'll be getting a complete supplementation, nutrition, and workout system, which will give you the ripped body that you always wanted fast. But even though you really want to claim your Afterburn fuel and free gifts, I know you also want to be sure that you'll be happy with the results it produces in your body. And I'm so confident that you'll love it that I'll make you a guarantee that's a little crazy. Try Afterburn fuel out at my risk for a full 60 days. Take the supplement, watch the videos, and see for yourself the transformation it produces in your body. Now I know you'll love it, but for any reason if you don't, I'll happily give you 100% of your money back. Just mail me back your empty containers of Afterburn fuel and I'll give you your money back. No questions asked, no hassles. Afterburn fuel could be the key to getting the ripped body you always wanted, and you're risking nothing since I'm guaranteeing that you'll love it. So click the button below right now to claim your discount and the free bonuses. You'll get your Afterburn fuel in the mail in just a few days, and you'll receive instant online access to your training videos. Now I don't know how much longer I can afford to offer this deal though, so click the button below right now before this free gift is gone. Okay, if you're still here, I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine exactly how your life is going to be different once you have Afterburn fuel. Imagine taking your Afterburn fuel right before your workouts and instantly feeling an intense rush of focus and energy. Your muscles will feel pumped. You will feel amped up. And you will not be able to wait to go into the gym and hit it. Picture yourself at the gym, pushing yourself to the levels of workout intensity you've never been able to achieve before. And you can sense the other guys in the gym respect you a lot more because you can push yourself to that max and make it look easy. See, most of all, think about how much faster you'll build muscle and burn fat since every workout is more intense. See, imagine looking into the mirror and seeing that athletic muscle and that ripped six-pack abs that you always wanted. See, how would it be like living life with a ripped body that all the women want and which all the men wish they had? See, as someone who used to be fat and miserable, let me tell you, it's gonna feel great. Which is why I think it's so important that you take action today and make that a reality. Click the button below now to claim your Afterburn fuel before it's too late. Remember, you're getting a complete fitness system worth $455 for just $67. I personally used Afterburn fuel to get ripped, and as your trainer, I recommend you take advantage of it as well. Alright, well if you're still here, that means you haven't claimed your discount yet, and it must be because even though you really need access to Afterburn fuel, you want to be absolutely sure that it's for you before you sign up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some of the most common questions that guys have about Afterburn fuel right now. Now feel free to click the button below to claim your discount whenever you feel ready to start getting ripped with Afterburn fuel. Okay, so the first question the guys have is, what makes Afterburn fuel different than other pre-workout supplements? So I hope that in this video you've learned that there is no comparison whatsoever between Afterburn fuel and the cheap generic pre-workout supplements that you'll find at a vitamin shop or a grocery store. But to recap though, the biggest differences are most pre-workouts are loaded with caffeine, which will give you that jittery, nervous energy and causes you to crash afterwards. See, Afterburn fuel contains a small amount of time-release caffeine, but mainly it gives you the energy through a more sophisticated energy-boosting ingredients. Now, in my opinion, the energy you get from Afterburn fuel is cleaner and more focused than you get from caffeine, and is much better for working out with high intensity. But also, most pre-workouts contain regular arginine, while Afterburn fuel contains the new modified form of arginine called AAKG. See, some studies have shown that AAKG may absorb into your blood more effectively than regular arginine, which is why many of the pro fitness models and athletes prefer it. See, on top of that, most pre-workout contains regular creatine, but Afterburn fuel contains creatinol phosphate. See, like the AAKG, some studies have also shown that creatinol phosphate may absorb into your body better than creatine monohydrate, which is the most popular creatine that's used today. You should also consider that generic pre-workouts are manufactured by greedy global corporations who really don't care about you or your body. See, Afterburn fuel, on the other hand, was formulated by me personally after years of original scientific research. So if you trained with me before or even watched any of my YouTube videos, you'll know that I'm passionate about fitness and that I truly care about getting you the body that you want. And whether you choose to claim your Afterburn fuel discount or not, I firmly believe that you should always buy your supplements from a trainer who cares about you, not just from some anonymous corporation. And most importantly, you don't just get a supplement when you sign up for Afterburn fuel. You get my best fitness video courses that will show you everything you need to know about nutrition, exercise, and supplementation to get ripped. Afterburn fuel is only available to my clients through this website, so click the button below to claim your discount right now. Okay, so question number 2. A lot of guys will ask me, can I use Afterburn fuel with six-pack shortcuts or some of my other workout programs? Yes. In fact, you can actually get the fastest and best results by combining Afterburn Fuel with one of my full workout programs. If you don't have one of my full workout programs now though, remember that you can get the Max Afterburn workout for free when you sign up. It's a simple but intense 20-minute bodyweight workout that you can do to build muscle, burn the fat, and get six-pack abs. So you'll get killer results just by doing that and taking Afterburn Fuel alone. Now, if you want to build muscle or lose fat even faster, you can upgrade to one of my full workout courses anytime. Okay, third question. Can women, older guys, or guys who aren't experienced with working out take Afterburn Fuel? Absolutely. Many of my older clients and clients who just started working out have already gotten really good results with Afterburn Fuel. And though most of my clients are men, I recommend Afterburn Fuel to all of my female clients as well. See, no matter who you are though, make sure that you check with your physician before taking Afterburn Fuel or just any supplement, especially if you have any type of medical condition or taking any other supplements or medication right now. Be sure to get your physician's approval for any changes in your workout, nutrition, or supplementation routine. Question number 4, can I take Afterburn Fuel when I'm not working out? The answer is yes. In fact, I personally use Afterburn Fuel when I'm not working out just as a healthier alternative to coffee. Just take half the recommended dosage for working out and you'll be focused and alert for like hours. Just make sure though that you never exceed the maximum daily dosage of Afterburn Fuel for a person of your weight. And like I said before, always get your physician's approval before taking Afterburn Fuel or changing your workouts or diet in any type of way. Okay, so question number 5. What will happen if I don't claim my Afterburn Fuel discount today? Well, that's kind of hard to say because, of course, nobody really knows for sure how severe the consequences could be if you let this opportunity pass you by. But one thing I can say for sure, though, is that I can't afford to give away my best fitness video courses forever. It's possible that the next time you come to this website, the discounts, the free bonuses are all going to be gone, and you may not be able to get Afterburn Fuel at all. Now imagine how disappointed in yourself you'll be if you procrastinate and get locked out of this opportunity. If you made it this far in the video, you're smart enough to know how important working out at a high intensity is. And you're smart enough to realize that Afterburn Fuel is the tool that you need to make those intense workouts a reality for you. It'll give you a huge edge over every other guy in the gym, and you're just a few easy clicks away from getting it into your hands. Okay, so this is your last chance. Click the button below now to claim your discount on Afterburn Fuel. You'll just fill out a few easy forms on the next page and you'll get instant access to your bonus videos. I'll put your order in the mail right away and in just a few days, your Afterburn Fuel will arrive. I'll be there by your side to coach, support, and mentor you every step of the way. And I'll guarantee that you'll love Afterburn Fuel or I'll refund every penny of your purchase. You made the right choice when you decided to claim your discount, and I'm proud of you for taking that action. Once you signed up, I'll see you inside the client site where I'll personally help you build your new ripped body with Afterburn Fuel.